Is that all you talk about? Is black people? Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that when we come back. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rants. One of my partners asked me over the weekend he said, is that all you talk about? Is what's happening to black people? And I said, yeah, primarily that is all I talk about is what happened to black people, because you know why? Don't nobody else talk about what's happening to black people unless somebody getting shot, unless somebody going to jail, unless somebody did something crazy, and unless it's something that can be sensationalized on the news, and then we can splatter a black face all over the TV and associate it with what's happening. Unless we being shot by the police, unless we marching somewhere in downtown USA, we get no props on the positive side. So yeah, I'm going to talk about black people a lot. And I'm going to talk about black people in the sense that my rants are my rants, but my rants are educational rants, because what I want to do is educate folks to the crazy shit that's going on out here that we need to tighten up on, but at the same time that we need to be educated about so that we can get better with who we are. So it is about educating the public. Is it about exposing people who are doing us wrong? It's about exposing people who are not paying attention to us. It is about exposing situations in our community that don't get no press. And I see myself as the person to be able to do that. I talked to one of the homeless brothers out there when I was on JFK Boulevard yesterday, and he asked me, well, why are you doing this? I said, well, I'm doing this because, number one, I want to give back to the community. I've always been a person that wanted to do that because I am of the community. And so for me to do what I'm doing and be in the position that I'm in, I think it's my responsibility to give back to the community. But, regarding taping this and putting this on film, I want people to be aware of what's going on out here when it comes to us. I want to expose some of the people out here who are not paying attention to us in a way that we need to be paying attention to. And so when I have a venue like a YouTube or a Facebook or other social media channels that I can use to kind of get my message out, I'm going to do that. How come when it comes to us, when we deal with issues like quote unquote Black Lives Matter, people say, why is it always got to be about black people? Why not? Every other race, it could be about what they want to do, and nobody ever questions that. If it's about people from different races, and I won't go through all of the different races because you know who they are, but whenever they have a cause and they definitely want to do something about that, it don't even have to be about race. It could be about just different people's issues. Whenever they want to deal with their issues, they don't have to include anybody else. But when we start to speak up and we want to deal with our issues as African Americans in our community, we get labeled black, separatists. We get labeled, like Beyonce did what she did at the Super Bowl, and it created a huge controversy, because she wanted to do what she wanted to do. But, the minute that we don't include everybody else, the minute we don't include white America, then we're suspect as being separatists, and the trip about that is you separating us any damn way because you don't give us a damn thing. You don't include us in nothing. You don't want to be involved with us. You don't want to depict us in the movies. You don't want to be on our side when it comes to economic advancement. You don't want to come into our neighborhoods and try to help us and work together with us to make some cleanup and some advancements and create some things for our kids and our neighborhood. You don't want to do any of that. But the minute we speak up, and we start to say what we got to say about who we are, what we want to do, and what we complain about, then, oh my God, you're being a separatist. You're the reason why race issues are the way they are today, because you always, want to bring up this race issue. Well, It is what it is. That's what we say in the hood. And I'm going to be the voice. I am always going to be the person who says what nobody else wants to say. You know, I'm the guy, and I always say in my circle, I'm the guy that always speaks up, and I put out the shit that nobody wants to talk about because everybody is scared to address the issue. And I'm going to be that guy. So when you look at my rants, that's what the hell you going to get. I'm going to talk about other things. I'm going to go outside the African American community. But the majority of what I talk about is going to be how we, as a people, are screwing up, how we need to make some improvements, how we can get better than what we can, or get better than where we are. And it's going to be about us, because that's who I am. This is Rob's Rant, and get ready for more.